Hey, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Season 2 DLC, Ghost Fleet Offensive. And with the Ghost Fleet Offensive, you get some new ships. The first of which I want to discuss in this video is the Colonial Orion, which is a Recon frigate. Now, after completing Mission 6, you then go to a subsection of the CIC with a different battle table depicting the Ghost Fleet. I'm not going to go too much into that just yet, but it does allow you to unlock the Colonial Orion and the Defender for just a whole 250 requisition points. Now, I was saving them all up thinking it was going to be expensive. Let's have a quick look at the model as well. Okay, so the inspect function brings up the model of the Orion frigate, and then you can have a damn good look around of what you're going to be flying around in. The stats are pretty impressive, however, right, I mean, I've got to say, it is pretty lightly armoured. We'll go through the stats in a moment. Let's have a good inspection of the model. There it is. Doesn't it look like a submarine? A bit like Stingray. Remember that? Stingray, Stingray, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, you know, it does look like a submarine, but it's all about stealth, this is. You know, a light frigate equipped with experimental suite of ECM jamming equipment. You know, there's that big array at the bottom. Now, if you recall, we saw this in Blood and Chrome, where, you know, in Blood and Chrome, that was the command ship of the Ghost Fleet, if I recall rightly. There was that grizzly old admiral, and then it looked very much like an old submarine when you were in there. Lots of pipes over your head and that sort of thing. Quite a nice model. Got that quintessential sort of like angular shape, a bit like the old Star Trek The Next Generation phases at the front. But you've got that conning tower at the front, which to me oozes stealth. I don't know about you, but it says stealth to me. What else can you say? It's a pretty good model. Quite impressed with that. So let's have a look through some of the stats and see how they add up to some of the other more used ships. Because this is the thing, really. Is it going to be worthwhile having? Yes, it's new and shiny, it's nice, and we've seen this with a lot with Elite Dangerous. Here's a new ship. Is it any good? What can you use it for? Is it going to be just a multiplayer ship? For those of you who can remember from Blood and Chrome, I mean, the Ghost Fleet was this grizzled old hidden fleet. There's our ship we're talking about there, center screen. It's there all over the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock paraphernalia. You know, you can see the big sensor array at the bottom, and there's a better picture coming up now, see of it looking like a submarine oozing stealth. So let's take a look at the specs for the Orion frigate. Now, as we've said, it looks very much like a submarine. However, the fleet points, 950, that's quite a few, considering it's very lightly armoured. You know, 50, 40, 30 on the sides, 40 on the top and bottom, 50 on the front. Compare that to a Heracles gunship where the front is heavily armoured. It's quite light, even for the Atlas carrier. I mean, it's one of the lightest ships you can get. Just checking now. Minotaur gunship. Ranger cruiser is better. Alright, so it's better than the Celestial support ship. Adamant frigate is quite heavily armoured as well. It's like a Berserk. It's effectively a Berserk carrier, right? So if you look at the Berserk carrier as well, in its design, a bit more streamlined, okay? Lots of guns, right? This, where's it gone? Orion frigate. Let's inspect that again. You know, again, nice and curvy. Very much like a submarine. All this jamming stuff down the bottom, obviously. I don't know. Guns at the back. Let's go back. Carry on reading. Okay, DRADIS range. It's got a big DRADIS range compared to some of the others. 4,000. You know, I mean, what's the Battlestar's got? 5,000. So it's got range pretty much like an Artemis Battlestar for DRADIS range. So, okay, that's great. FTL cooldown 2 turns, okay. Speed 175, so it's not particularly, you know, fast, right? But it's good enough. 4 turns to reload those munitions. 4 turns. You know, compared to Where's the Ranger? 2 turns on a Ranger. 4 turns on a Janus cruiser. You know, so, okay, fair enough. So the armaments, light turrets, advantage. Munition salvage size is the advantage. So, okay, 20 guided missiles. Penalty, damage reduction, and squadron evade. So, it's going to be awkward. Crew veterancy bonuses, you get a maximum distance and yaw control. And it says the Orion is a light frigate fitted with an experimental suite of ECM jamming and stealth technologies. It is a fast all-rounder. It is pretty quick. With light armaments, yes, and Viper launch tubes. While the ECM stealth system is active, hostile fire control and long-range sensors are unable to lock on to the Orion, even once the ship has breached DRADIS range and has been identified. The Orion has found a second life as a forward scout late in the Cylon War. It was previously derided as a pocket Battlestar. Due to multiple failed operations, it has been ill-equipped to undertake. Well, pocket Battlestar, eh? Probably a command ship, as we saw in Blood and Chrome. But we will have to see how much damage this thing can do with the ECM mode switched on. Fire our rockets. Switch it back on again. And do a Foxtrot Oscar. We'll have to see. Like I say, very much like a submarine. Very nice. Okay, that's the Orion Frigate. Thanks very much for watching this video. This is one of the new ships that we've had on Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Ghost Fleet Offensive. Now, as we said, the Colonial Orion Recon Frigate is a light frigate equipped with an experimental suite of ECM jamming technologies. Able to protect itself from hostile DRADIS sensors, the Orion can lay in wait, manoeuvre for the perfect torpedo angle, and then speed away. Well, we're gonna see. It's got 70 hull, very lightly armoured, very light on the weapons on the top, but a great big whopping array on the bottom as well. Let's see what it does in battle when we see it. Saw it in Blood and Chrome. Let's see if it's any good. I've been Ricardo. Thanks for watching. Check back for more videos in the series.